Roger Federer, the legend of world tennis. He is not just a champion. He is a human legend, an eternal symbol of humility, elegance, and love for the game. When you watch Roger Federer play, it feels as though music is flowing across the court. His racket and the ball are not tools of competition. They are instruments creating a living artwork. Federer is a global figure, recognized far beyond the world of sport. He has been featured multiple times on Time magazine's list of the most influential people in the world. Thanks to his humble personality and classy manners, even the fans of his rivals show him a special kind of respect. He is often referred to as the gentleman of tennis. He was born in 1981 in Basel, Switzerland. His father, Robert, is Swiss, and his mother, Lynette, is from South Africa. He has an older sister, Diana, who became a nurse and has always shared a close bond with Roger. Looking into his personal life, Federer is a devoted family man. He met Miroslava Merka-Vavranek at the Sydney 2000 Olympics. Both were members of the Swiss tennis team. Their friendship began in the Olympic Village and grew during training camps. Federer later admitted that he was very shy at that time, and one of his Swiss wrestling teammates encouraged him to make the first move. Shyness had been part of his personality since childhood, and both he and those close to him have said he had little experience in relationships before meeting Mirka. Mirka herself was a professional tennis player who reached a career high ranking of number 76 in singles on the WTA Tour. However, a chronic foot injury forced her to retire early. After retirement, she became Roger's companion, advisor, and in many ways, his public relations manager. Her presence played a crucial role in both his personal and professional life. After nearly 9 years together, they were married on April 11, 2009 at Wickenhof Villa near Basel. They now have 4 children, 2 sets of twins. Charlene Riva and Mila Rose, twin daughters born in 2009. Leo and Lenny, twin sons born in 2014. The Federer family has often traveled together during tours, making it a unique aspect of his life. Roger has frequently said that Mirka has been his rock and that family is his top priority. This gave him a calm, scandal-free private life, unlike many other stars, and helped shape his reputation as a role model. Federer's personal interests and lifestyle. One of the main reasons behind Federer's immense popularity is his simple, family-centered life. His greatest passion is his family. He has always said that spending time with Mirka and the twins is the most important thing to him. For this reason, his family usually traveled with him on tour, even when the children were very young. He owns a collection of luxury watches, a natural result of his long partnership as an ambassador for Rolex. Some of these watches are worth millions of dollars. Federer is also a huge football fan. He supports FC Basel, his hometown club, and is a devoted follower of Arsenal in England. Like many Swiss, he enjoys skiing, though he avoids it often to protect his body for professional tennis. He loves traveling and new experiences. In music, he leans toward pop and rock. In the world of art and fashion, he is close friends with big names such as Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue. Federer is fluent in several languages: German, his native tongue, French, English, and some Italian. At press conferences, he often switches languages depending on the host country. When it comes to food, he enjoys traditional Swiss cuisine, especially chocolate. His long-term partnership with Lindt stems from this very passion. He is also a brand ambassador for Barilla as he loves pasta. Despite what many people think, Federer has never been obsessed with constant, exhausting training. He has always preferred balance, practicing enough to remain at the top, while leaving time for his family and personal life. This balance is one of the secrets that allowed him to stay at the elite level for over 2 decades. Unlike many celebrities, he has never been fond of loud parties or flashy lifestyles. For Federer, tennis was never everything. Family, art, food, and helping others were also central to his journey. As a child, Federer played both football and tennis, but gradually his love for tennis grew stronger. He started playing seriously at the age of 8. By 1998, at only 17 years old, he entered the professional tennis circuit. His career lasted until 2022, an extraordinary 24 years at the very top of the game. During his teenage years, Federer struggled with temper issues. He would throw his racket in frustration, and some coaches even doubted his future, saying he might never succeed if he couldn't control his emotions. Later in life, Federer admitted that one of the most important turning points in his career was learning to control his emotions on the court. Many have described Federer's game as a dance on the court. His movements were smooth and effortless, as if he wasn't trying. This made his matches captivating even to people who weren't tennis fans. At a time when most players relied on two-handed backhands, Federer perfected the elegant one-handed backhand. He was also one of the greatest volleyers of his generation, a skill that proved particularly effective at Wimbledon. His most iconic shot was his whip-like forehand, which could be used both offensively and defensively. Federer was a master of changing the rhythm of play through sudden slices, serve and volley tactics, or altering pace to break his opponent's flow. Analysts often said Federer read the game better than anyone else. His strengths, variety, flexibility, creativity, and beautiful shot-making. His weakness: against extremely physical players like Nadal, Clay, or Djokovic in long rallies, he sometimes struggled. In 1998, the same year he turned professional, Federer won the Wimbledon junior title. In 2001, he earned his very first ATP title in Milan. That same summer, he shocked the tennis world by defeating reigning champion Pete Sampras at Wimbledon, announcing himself as the next great star. Federer's golden era stretched from 2003 to 2007. In 2003, he won his first Grand Slam at Wimbledon. From 2004 to 2007, he dominated the sport, capturing 11 Grand Slam titles in just 4 years. During this time, he held the world #1 ranking multiple times. The world hailed him as the king of tennis. After Federer's early dominance came the age of epic rivalries: Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. In 2008, Federer faced Nadal in what is often called the greatest final in tennis history. The Wimbledon final of that year, eventually won by Nadal. In 2009, Federer broke Sampra's record of 14 Grand Slams, becoming the all-time leader and rewriting history. In 2012, he claimed his last Wimbledon title and returned to world number 1. But as with all titles, Federer had his share of struggles. Injuries and age began to take their toll. Many wondered, was this the end?
I think it's my body and my knee deserves a break.
Yet, in 2017, at the age of 35, Federer staged one of the most inspiring comebacks in sports history. He won the Australian Open and then, later that year, captured an 8th Wimbledon crown, an all-time record. In 2018, he added another Australian Open to his collection, proving he was still capable of greatness. The world declared Roger Federer is back. Federer's career is filled with records worthy of entire books. Wimbledon champion 8 times, the all-time record. Australian Open 6 titles. US Open 5 titles in a row, 2004 to 2008, another historic record. French Open or Roland Garros 1 title, 2009. In total, 20 Grand Slam titles, third in history after Nadal and Djokovic. Held the world number 1 ranking for 310 weeks, a record at the time later surpassed by Djokovic. 237 consecutive weeks at number 1, still an unmatched record. Over 10 years inside the world's top 3. Olympics, gold medal in doubles, 2008 Beijing. Silver medal in singles, 2012 London. He won 103 career titles, second only to Jimmy Connors, 109. 6-time ATP Finals champion, record shirt. 28 Masters, 1,000 titles. 19-time winner of the ATP Fan Favorite Award. He also led Switzerland to its first Davis Cup victory in 2014 and co-founded the Laver Cup, which quickly became one of tennis's premier events. Beyond numbers, Federer's legacy was about style and grace. As he once said, "I never played for records. I played because I loved tennis." Federer was not only a champion on the court, he was also a highly successful businessman. From 1994 until 2018, he had a long partnership with Nike, reportedly worth around $10 million annually in its final years. In 2018, he signed a historic 10-year deal with Uniqlo, valued at around $300 million, a groundbreaking move in the world of sports apparel. Federer also built lasting relationships with luxury and Swiss brands. Rolex, Mercedes-Benz, Wilson, Credit Suisse, Lindt, Moet and Chandon, Barilla, and many more. In 2019, he became a shareholder and ambassador for On Running, helping to design a special collection of tennis-inspired shoes known as the Roger. After the company went public in 2021, his stake, estimated at around 3%, grew into hundreds of millions of dollars. Together with his agent, Tony Godsick, he co-founded Team 8, a sports management company that manages elite athletes and created the Laver Cup tournament. Federer also invested in real estate and hospitality projects in Switzerland. His commercial income far surpassed his tournament earnings, making him one of the very few athletes to achieve billionaire status during his career. But Federer never forgot to give back. Through the Roger Federer Foundation, he has supported education programs for children in Africa and Switzerland. More than 2 million children have already benefited, with a long-term goal of reaching over 3 million. His foundation has become one of the most impactful education-focused charities in sports. Even in his late 30s and early 40s, Federer remained among the best, but injuries, particularly to his knees, became increasingly difficult to overcome. In 2021, he played his last Wimbledon, reaching the quarterfinals, but it was clear his body could no longer keep up. A year later, in September 2022, he announced his retirement in an emotional video. "My body has given me the message. I can't go on any longer."
Capacities and limits, and its message to me lately has been clear.
He chose the Laver Cup 2022, a tournament he co-founded, as the stage for the farewell, and in a moment that moved the entire sports world, he stepped onto the court one last time, playing doubles alongside his greatest rival and dearest friend, Rafael Nadal. The result of the match didn't matter. What history remembers are the tears. Federer and Nadal holding hands, crying together after 2 decades of rivalry and brotherhood. Federer later said, "When I saw Nadal crying with me, I know we had built something that was bigger than tennis."
Nice to you, or
A little bit arrogant.
The crowd stood and applauded. Teammates wept. The world watched one of the most emotional farewells in sports history. Federer's words that night captured his legacy. "I was lucky. Tennis has been my life, but there is life beyond tennis." Wimbledon was his home. The Laver Cup was his final stage, but Federer's story is eternal. He was more than a tennis player. He was an icon of sportsmanship, friendship, and love for the game. His legacy is not just in trophies. It lives on as inspiration for generations to come.